Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I think is really important. I think it's something that keeps us from moving forward in our lives. When you reach a glass ceiling, it's what the glass ceiling is made of. When you reach a point in your life where you're stuck, it's usually where that stuckness lies. I know that's not a word, but I don't care. Because today, what I'm going to talk to you about is perfectionism. One thing I noticed recently with my own life is I would have this big vision of something that I want to happen in my life, and if it's so big that I get overwhelmed and I don't know what this first step is to take, so I don't do it at all. Or, for instance, I was going to start a website, which I did start eventually, but it took me months before I started that website because I wanted to make sure I had the perfect, most marketable logo. I wanted to make sure I had the right topics, everything spell checked, everything perfect. And because I was working so hard for that perfection, it took me 3 months or so to finally put out that website. And the thing that got me to finally put it out is when I stopped worrying about it being perfect, when I stopped striving for perfection, and I was like, it needs to be done, let's do it. So I made my own little logo, put up that website, snap. And the reason why I went through that whole spiel is because I have a feeling that some of you guys are suffering with the same affliction that I was suffering from. I have a feeling that somebody watching this video right now is stuck, is dealing with going in circles, and not completing things. Just like today, Holbert White did a message today on unfinished business. I have a feeling that some of you have unfinished business. You might have something that you think is so big or so overwhelming that you want to do it so perfectly, and you keep editing it and redoing it and trying to perfect it, that it's always incomplete. It never finishes. And all you have to do is stop trying to force it to be perfect and just do it. And to get on a spiritual note, when we strive for perfection, it's like we're trying to take the place of God. And when you try to take the place of God, then you step on your own toes. Because God is, the power that you have within you is God. And when you allow God to be God, you allow God to be perfect. And when God is perfect in your life and you are yourself and you be whoever you are, you be you, let God be God, then things will happen. If you have only a little bit of money to do something that you need to do, then don't sit there and say, oh, well, when I finally get this, then I'm going to do that. No. What do you have in your pocket right now? Work with it. One of my girlfriends, Ty, she's a fashion designer now. When she first started doing fashion, she didn't have money to buy fabric. She didn't have money to get these things done. But what she did was she worked with what she had. She used her resources, and she took a bicycle pedal, a conveyor belt chain, some zip ties, some gold spray paint, and made some high heel shoes out of it. And that's called using what it is that you have. And usually what's happening is God is going to see what you're going to do with what you have. And perfectionism is the complete opposite of that. It's wishing for more and not doing anything because you're wishing for more instead of doing what you can right now. Your greatest resource, like, to be honest, is God, the creator of the universe, the one who holds everything in the world in his hands. The money that you have printed out, the paper, the trees that created the paper to make the dollars, comes from the source. So your greatest resource is the source, and it's not for him to be used like Santa Claus. But when your will aligns with the will of our creator, when your dreams, your desires, and your goals align with the will of the grand dreamer, the grand designer, then everything's going to fall into place. One thing that's in Romans that I just live by is paraphrased. It says, why are you worrying about what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, and what you're going to wear? Doesn't the creator of the universe clothe the flowers of the field in the most beautiful colors and arrays and garments? If he can take care of nature, why can't he take care of you? So once you trust God, when you seek first the kingdom of God, that means for God's order to be established in your life, for God's dream to come true through you, and his righteousness, living the way he wants us to live, then all these things will be added unto you. So when you're seeking first God and for things to be the way he wants them to be, then everything that it is that you need in your life is going to be taken care of. And what I said is need. I didn't say want, but I said need. What you need in order to fulfill the purpose and assignment that you have, that you're created and placed here for, will be done. And stop trying to do it all yourself. Don't be a perfectionist, because you're just going to be stuck. And I'm telling you from experience, because I'm still getting out of it. I'm still dealing with it. I still have unfinished business because I'm trying to do things in a perfect way, and perfectionism is killing the dream. Do what you can. Do what you can and allow God to be God. Allow him to be the perfection in your life, and you be you. And you be okay with being you. I love you guys. Shalom and love.
Vou te contar minha vida como era, vê se pode. Tudo que eu pensava era cachaça, mulher e pagode.